We are now 6 games into the 162 Major League Baseball campaign with your Los Angeles Dodgers, and the injury bug is creeping up. It's mostly attacking the bullpen. It's mostly attacking arms, as we kind of worried about, as a lot of baseball pundits kind of worried about heading to the season. Spring training happened quick. It was a short ramp up, and they're just thrown out there trying to get major league hitters. Plus, you would argue a different ball, different feeling. It is a slicker ball. I could see somebody gripping it, a certain way that could cause some issues. Maybe more in the forearm, elbow, like we saw with Kershaw last year. But we're seeing a lot of shoulder issues. Blake Treinen went from it's going to be a few days to now out until the All-Star break, which is interesting. It's supposed to be just a minor shoulder thing. I don't understand the turning down an MRI. What value?
That's going to be on Breakfast with Brooke. There's a lot of things I can say about that, but I don't want to keep it to myself in this particular situation.
Do you need to be vaccinated to go into the hospitals these days?
The MRI machines have information to steal your 5G.
Oh, don't steal the 5G. Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah. I'm not sure what the deal is. I think, what you say, like he's trusting Jesus or something. I don't know what his deal is with this one.
He's going to put a little Jesus on that shoulder.
But wouldn't you want to know if there's something wrong with it?
Yeah, I would not want to waste another platform season, because after this year,
contract year?
It's a contract year. You want to play for that next big bag, and you want to be in your optimal health. If it is just inflammation, which is what they're saying, okay, I would still want to know. I think more information is better, but some people like select information. And that ain't me, dog. That ain't me. But he's going to be out, and that's tough. Of course, we also haven't seen him yet so far this season, but Victor Gonzalez is now going to be out, possibly for the full season, because. So you said knee. I thought it was an elbow thing. Didn't he get an elbow? He's getting an elbow scope.
He's getting an elbow.
On Wednesday.
And the amount of time in which he is out is going to be determined on the results of that scope and cleanup. But it sounds like it's going to be, if we see him in September, cool. If not, we've gone really the last couple of years without Victor Gonzalez. Sucks.
Yeah, here's the thing. The dude hasn't pitched in a big league game since August 2021. And even when he was pitching in big league games, he looked to have lost it from 2020. 2020 was just such a weird year, obviously, for so many different reasons. But it presented a really good opportunity for guys who are not very good to pretend like they were. And I'm not saying that that's the case for Victor. I am saying that maybe it was an outlier for him, and maybe he's not that guy. But if he can be healthy, he's going to be a useful arm. He's going to be a useful dude. And the vagueness surrounding it was
that's usually the telling sign with the Dodgers. When they give you nothing.
That means you're out for the season most of the time. When they give you absolutely nothing, it just is like the next day, like the Eddie Rios thing. Same thing, where it's like, we're not really sure. We don't really want to talk about it that much. He's getting looked at, and then it's like, oh, yeah, by the way, torn labrum out for the season. So, by the way, he won't be here. And it was just like, what?
It's... You're thankful that you had some of these. You're now extra more thankful for the Dodgers going out and getting not Blake Treinen, Blake Treinen's friend Craig Kimbrell, because without Kimbrell, Treinen was supposed to be the damn closer at one point. That's where it looked like it was going.
That's my favorite comment so far. We can't read that one on air, but man, you guys really got to get to me.
You got a hat coming for you at Dodger Stadium. You were expecting a lot of these dudes to come. Damn it, I was caught myself. To be options before Kimbrell and to really be able to lock it down for Justice. I said lock it down. You distracted me there. It's a great comment. But you're without him, and now some other dudes, they really need to step up, and that's where the Dodgers are going to be right now. Again, you're grateful that they made that Kimbrell trade. He's there, and now it's going to be up to the Phils, as we call them. We got Phil Acio. We got Phil Bickford, and we got Evan Phillips, who it even feels like they're kind of backing off on the Phillips love a little bit. Dave hasn't been going to him as much, I guess, really just in the last week.
Do you think Tommy Conley picks up some of the high leverage right-hander stuff?
Canley,
excuse me, Mr. Canley.
Canley's going to be a big guy. Brewster, as Matt Veskers would call him, Brewster Gratterall would be the number one option, and he's probably now the official de facto setup man behind Kimbrell to have Canely there picking up some innings, and you hope he can stay healthy. You could hope he can be that guy that they signed after the 2020 season there. But you're losing a couple of key arms, potential key arms. One with Victor Gonzalez, and the other one being somebody you're going to rely massively on with Treinen. And you do have some options coming to hopefully help you. Caleb Ferguson has been making some strides in his rehab. I don't know what the numbers look like.
Not good.
David Price is ready to come off the IL for the COVID, but he's just kind of chilling in the dugout. And that weird saga with the Dodgers and David Price and not knowing what to do
is he a coach now?
Is weird. Craig mentions Alex Vesia. Of course, Vesia is still going to be around. You hope he can still remain being the guy he was last year. Danny Duffy's going to be a guy who shows up eventually, hopefully mid-season. And Dustin May, same thing.
Vesia.
Maybe is, huh?
Vesia is the guy that's going to push in the bullpen this year.
I just said that.
Right. So I'm saying he's going to be one of the main guys this year. Like, you talk about Brewstar a lot. And, like, don't get me wrong. You guys know I was on the Brewstar train before he pitched a game for the Dodgers.
Brother Gatorade, yes.
For sure. However, I don't think he's there. I just don't think he's there yet. He will be. I don't think he's there yet. Vesia, on the other hand, has got the pitch mix, man.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't think Dave trusts a left-hander to be a primary
You're right about that.
Setup guy.
You're right about that for sure. I don't know what the deal
and that's
is.
why I was listing off other righties. People are getting upset about the Vesia thing, but we're talking about a high-leverage right-handed arm.
Yeah.
When we're talking about Treinen.
We're talking about somebody to not replace, but replace.
Fill that role, yeah.
Yeah, no. Phil is, we already mentioned.
Canely's nasty. Like, Canely is very nasty.
Justin talking about Mitch White too. I like what we see out of Mitch White when we see him. I don't think he's not a leverage reliever for sure, but he's somebody who can get a lot of outs in different spots, and that's going to be the important for the future of this team. But also look again, like I was about to say, Dustin May, look to that guy in about 3-4 months. He could be a real difference maker, but you start to worry about things because this was right around the time last year where they started falling apart, injuries. Everybody was dead. Our pets' heads are falling off.
I don't have a pet.
Cats and dogs living together, mass hysteria. But just keep holding it together.
Would not be surprised at all to see them make a move for a leverage reliever. Would not be surprised at all.
I mean, they're set up for it, especially
they don't have a setup, man.
With all that extra Bauer money laying around now.
I never see Craig Kimbrell also. I feel like I never.
Didn't he go like 2 weeks throwing one game or something?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's
he's like the
closer.
He's like the anti-Kenley.
Yeah.
Dave was like, tie game, like, just throw him in there.
I don't trust that whole Kenley thing. I don't trust that whole closer thing sometimes. I don't like it is what I should say. That's it.
Are you saying it should be a closer by committee?
No, I think it's just somebody should pitch in the ninth inning. When there's a lead.
That would be a closer by committee.
No, I think just somebody should pitch in the ninth inning. That would be a closer by committee. No.
Yeah, that would be
a
closer by committee.
They're the ninth inning outgetter.
I feel like you're using different words for the same thing.
Yep.
Listen, that's my bit.
Okay.
They stole my bit. It's a Simpsons reference.
My bird.
Stole my bird.
He went a week without appearances. He pitched on April 8th and then pitched on April 15th. I mean, it's somewhat consistent, but it's not what we're used to seeing with Kenley, where it seemed like every freaking night he pitches. But I mean, they definitely give Gratterall. They've given Gratterall a ton of run this year. I feel like they've actually given him some opportunities in big spots, which is good because I think he has a lot of potential, but still not missing bats as often as you'd like to see.
That's not his thing. He's not. He throws 100, 101, 102. He's not a bat misser. He has nasty run, and they make soft contact.
Yeah.
Mostly soft contact. He's still not giving up bombs or anything like that. I'm happy with what we get out of Brewster in that spot. And if he's going to have to be the guy to step up in the absence of Treinen, I'm cool with that. I think you'd be worse off with other options.
Well said.
Thank you.
Well said.
Tyler Anderson will eventually be a guy that's back in the bullpen as well.
Evan Phillips, I think, is just one of those dudes that they just like. It happens every time. Doc recognizes a guy who has stuff, who has a hot streak. He rides that guy until his hot streak breaks massively, and it feels like that's what happened with Evan Phillips. Evan Phillips still has a very good pitch mix and like devastating wipeout stuff, but I just think they just didn't use him right. Dave has a tendency to do that.
Yeah, we've given no love to Dan Hudson, my boy.
I forgot he existed until this moment.
I think he leads the team in reliever ERA.
Like in a good way or a bad way?
Good way. He's
Okay.
at 104. This is among qualified, so there's probably some reliever that got 2 outs and someone's about to comment, you forgot so-and-so. But this is among qualified by Fangraphs. He has a 1.04 ERA.
And we got thick boy Reyes.
The burrito.
Reyes Moranta.
I forgot about Reyes.
His royal thickness.
No love for Robbie Erlin. We kind of skipped Robbie Erlin,
He
too.
just died today.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Moranta needs like a real good music, like walking, like real good music.
Like Dust Off Volver.
No, it's got to be.
Something thick.
It's gonna have some real bass. What is that one? We love Tito's Tacos.
Yeah, to the
There
Tito's
it is.
Tacos song?
That's where it is. But
I'm
yeah,
down with
he's gonna be one of those first guys that when we need somebody more better, as they say.